It was a wet, soggy day for the Packers and Bears rivalry game. It was a battle of young quarterbacks, and Brett Hundley leads the Packers to a 23-16 victory. Hundley made some key plays late in the fourth quarter to sustain drives. He threw for 212 yards through the air and 1 touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky had his most productive game as a starter, 297 yards through the air and a touchdown in a losing effort. Dylan, the Packers right now 5-4. Do you think Hundley can keep them alive in the playoff race?
No. This is a good sign, though.
Okay.
This is by far, the best game I've seen him play. Great completion percentage, 18-25, doesn't turn the football over, and made plays when he needed to make plays, especially considering the conditions. It wasn't the easiest day to pass at Soldier Field, and he stayed within himself and stayed within this abbreviated playbook to beat a Bears team that really. This has got to be a disappointing loss for the Bears when you think of the fact that they're coming off of their bye. The Packers on a short week without Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers just kept the beat going. It seems like every time they go to Soldier Field, they beat their rival Bears, and they did so again today. Behind the best game that I've seen Brett Hundley play, that to me doesn't mean they're going to make some miraculous run at the playoffs. I mean, they still got to chase down, the Vikings. The Lions are right there in the mix with them in the NFC North. And as I've told you before, I just don't see the NFC North getting 2 teams in via a wild card and a division winner, and I don't see them chasing down the Vikings to win the division. So I think, the best hope, the most realistic hope for a Packers fan right now, for that organization, is just continue to watch Brett Hundley get better.
Yep.
But playoffs, I think, is just an unrealistic expectation at this point.
Hundley seems like he has a good connection with Devontae Adams, 5 grabs, 90 receiving yards and a touchdown.
That was his main target.
You wonder, was it going to be a Jordy Nelson or Randall Cobb, who he would develop a connection with? It seems to be Adams. The one thing that has to be very concerning if you're a Packers fan, they continue to lose their running backs. Ty Montgomery left this game, injured that rib again. Then your guy, Aaron Jones, he left this game with, I believe, a knee injury. So you got the rookie, Jamal Williams, the 4th-round pick from BYU. He's carrying the ball. So with Hundley, you would like him to have a strong running game. If you lose 2 backs, that's certainly, not the best situation for him. So who will be healthy next week? Something certainly to keep an eye on for Packers fans.
Yeah, definitely a big question because as we know, the run game always helps the quarterback, especially a young, inexperienced quarterback. If they've got a running game they could turn around and depend on,
for sure,
that's going to help them flourish. And that's just not the case in Green Bay because of this revolving door of injuries and guys they got to plug in. So even more kudos to the Packers and specifically Hundley to be able to do this when he can't really depend on a consistent run game.
The health of the running backs will certainly be a story to keep an eye on this week. Right now, the Packers sitting at 5-4. Stadium, we have all your updates.